We definitely saw a lot of calls.
Our backyard caught on fire.
I think I saw 8 or 9 different grass fires going on simultaneously.
We're expecting another bad July 4th.
And it just went up like a torch.
A lot of people seem to look at setting off fireworks as some sort of a sacred privilege.
Bug zappers and the sky spiders.
And they're loud, they make the hair on the back of your neck kind of stand up.
We don't want to have any accidents out there.
Just be safe.
Well, from the extravagant professional shows to the private neighborhood parties, fireworks are a fact of life during Utah's summers.
But so is hot, dry, and windy weather, as we've seen. Last year, we saw homes burn because of 4th and 24th celebrations that went wrong.
And that prompted lawmakers to make some changes you need to know about. First tonight, though, Jed Bull reports on where conditions stand right now.
It's been a busy season already.
Firefighters anticipate dangerous wildfire conditions will last.
We're expecting it to burn. It's just a matter of when and where and how bad.
People who plan to shoot off legal fireworks need to make sure they're lighting them off in a legal place. In Salt Lake County, areas near the urban-wilderness interface are off limits for fireworks, as are many neighborhoods. In West Jordan, areas west of U-111 are off limits.
We have lots of dry grass and things that run through developments, and that's what becomes the issue, is we don't want to create a fire hazard in the middle of a subdivision.
West Jordan banned fireworks altogether last Pioneer Day weekend because of a fiery 4th of July.
It was just an extremely, extremely busy time throughout the entire valley.
We're expecting another bad July 4th. We want everybody to be safe and happy and celebrate their holiday. Let's just take an extra moment to make sure we're doing it safely.
As Jed Bull reporting, following a destructive 4th and 24th last year, there were calls for a statewide ban on all fireworks. That didn't sit well with many people, but our fireworks laws have changed in recent years. KSL investigator Debbie DeJanovic took a look at what the changes have meant for our summer fire season.
In 2011, Utah joined 23 other states that allow aerial fireworks. The impact of changing the law in Utah? The state fire marshal's office doesn't track what type of fireworks cause fires. But when we looked at the data, we found a pattern. The number of fires in July after aerials became legal is a bit explosive. The years 2011 to 2016 have the highest number of fires, with the exception of 2013. And that year, it rained on the 4th of July. Since 2006, fireworks have caused more than 1,100 fires in Utah. Representative Jim Dunnigan sponsored the 2011 legislation legalizing aerials, but he told us last year he was ready to consider changes.
And I think it's perhaps time to retool and rework our fireworks law.
His bill was introduced during the 2018 session, and it made it to the governor's desk, and it will be enforced for the first time next week. Debbie DeJanovic, KSL 5 News.
That new law made some significant changes to what we'll be able to do this over the next week, and we'll want to know about that.
First, the number of days you can light fireworks has been reduced by nearly half. So now it's only legal to light fireworks 2 days before and 2 days after the 4th and the 24th holidays.
And while we're talking dates, let's talk time. Be courteous to your neighbors and obey the rules. Light fireworks only between 11 a.m. and 11 p.m., except on the 4th and 24th. You can continue lighting them on those 2 nights until midnight.
The new law also increases the penalty if you don't follow the rules. Anyone caught lighting fireworks out of the legal dates, times, or locations faces a $1,000 fine. And if your firework does spark a fire, remember, you could be liable to pay for any damage that fire causes. So if you don't do it for yourself, Mike, think about your parents.
Always think about your parents, right? When it comes to where, though, there is too much information to share in this show. Here's what you need to know in Salt Lake County. All these areas that you can see here in red, and there are a lot of them, they're off limits. Don't light off fireworks there. We're talking mostly areas near the benches and unincorporated areas, wildland areas around the Jordan River, and most county parks and golf courses that you can see here on this map. Unified Fire has an interactive map where you can type in your address and see if you are in a no fireworks zone. You can get a closer look at it and restrictions for other cities and counties across Utah at KSLTV.com.
Up next, from fire danger to family danger, the top 3 most dangerous fireworks and the cheap item one family says would have prevented their daughter's life-changing 4th of July injury.
And welcome back. The American Association of Pediatrics says the 3 most dangerous fireworks that you can use with your family are firecrackers, sparklers, and aerials like bottle rockets. All right, while most firework injuries are burns, Intermountain Healthcare also says some exploding fireworks like firecrackers can be as loud as 155 decibels. That's even louder than a jet taking off. While sparklers may seem safe, they actually burn at almost 1,800 degrees. That is hot enough to melt gold and definitely hot enough to cause some serious burns to children. And when it comes to aerials, always make sure that they are secure on the ground. You can use bricks or cinder blocks on all sides to make sure aerials stay upright after they're lit. Fireworks that tip over, as you know, can launch into a crowd and they can hurt people.
And that's exactly what happened to one Utah woman.
It left her with a blind in one eye. Jana Tuttle was watching the neighborhood fireworks show a few years ago when a firework tipped, exploded, and shot shrapnel into her face. Since then, she's tried to warn others of the dangers.
It could have been worse. I could have been killed if it had gone in my head any further, and I could have been totally blinded. It was so incredibly painful. I don't want anybody else to ever have to go through the pain I went through.
Hi, my name is Giselle. Be safe around fireworks this season.
It was a similar story for then 5-year-old Giselle. She was watching fireworks with her family on Pioneer Day when one tipped. Giselle endured 4 painful surgeries and still can't see from her left eye. She also wants to make sure no one else suffers an injury like hers. And with her mom, they spent the last 4th of July handing out those safety goggles. A simple, inexpensive item that could save your eyesight.
There are just some simple things that we have learned from all of this that if we had done differently, the outcome would have been different for Giselle.
Giselle buys her goggles at the dollar store, but you can buy them at just about any hardware or home improvement store for a couple of bucks.
Next, the 4th of July goes high tech. 2 ways technology could make your celebration safer.
Welcome back. Technology is helping increase safety around fireworks.
Yeah, you may have seen these on the price tags. They're QR codes, and if you've got the right app on your phone, all you got to do is point your phone at that code and you'll instantly see a video preview of what you're about to purchase.
Firefighters say a better informed consumer makes a safer 4th of July.
If you're seeing what the thing is presumably going to do before you actually purchase it, let alone light it, it's going to allow you in your mind's eye to figure out how much extra space you need for clearances and keeping your the viewing public away.
And take a look at this. If you're a fan of fireworks, but not the noise or the danger, you might try this for a little extra fun on the 4th. It's a new option. Utah-based Seek has created an augmented reality app that will let you, there's an app for everything, right? So this lets you create your own fireworks show set to your choice of music. Just find Seek XR in the App Store.
Cool. Mike and I will be at Stadium of Fire in Provo on Wednesday night, where the professionals will be in charge of the fireworks. And it should be a great show as always.
Yes, it will. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you Monday.